Welcome to a new episode of the Let's Turn the Tide podcast by Veolia Near and Middle East. I'm your host, Nadine Zidani, sustainability expert and founder of Mina Impact. Today's episode is about water reuse and how we can give a second life to wastewater. To enlighten us on this very important environmental topic, we have with us Solange Ghantous, El Watba Wastewater Treatment Plant Manager. Solange, welcome to Let's Turn the Tide podcast.
Thank you, Nadine. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Thank you for coming. How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
Very good. So before we delve into, water reuse and wastewater treatments, can you explain us the challenge with water in the Middle East and why we should treat it as a precious commodity?
Well, the Middle East faces significant water challenges due to a combination of human and natural factors. So first, there's the scarcity of natural water resources. It's because we have less annual rainfall, and there's a limitation of surface water like rivers and lakes, especially here in the Gulf. Also, there's the rapid population growth and the urbanization, which is increasing the demand of water. Also, the agricultural practices and the over-exploitation of water resources. So the water is being extracted much more rapidly that it can be replenished. And also there's the pollution of groundwater due to industrial activities, due to agricultural activities. And finally, the climate change due to the high increasing temperatures and unexpected rainfall events like the one that happened this year in the UAE. So all these challenges make us think and realize that this resource should be treated as a precious commodity. And we should think about solutions for recycling the wastewater and other solutions.
Well, I think you lay down like many challenges that we have in the region. Now talking about, and we talk a lot nowadays about circularity and how we can, reuse and regenerate resources. How does it apply to water?
Well, circularity in water management focuses on maximizing the reuse and regeneration of water resource by recycling the wastewater that is coming from households, from industries, from agriculture, into treatment technologies to have a water that is suitable for non-potable uses like irrigation, and it can be also reused in industrial processes. And also it can be treated further through advanced technologies to be suitable for potable uses.
Oh, wow. So we can do a lot.
Yes.
When it comes to the wastewater treatment process, and I said in my introduction that you're the manager of a wastewater treatment plant. Can you explain us in a simple way the process, from where the water is coming from to what do we do with the water, treated, and where does it go after?
Yes, so the wastewater treatment is a multi-step process. It has different steps, and first it starts with primary treatment, then with a secondary treatment, and finally with a tertiary treatment. So the water can come from domestic households, and it can come from industrial activities or from stormwater. It will come through the plant in a network of pipes that we call sewer system. And when it reaches the plant, the treatment will start by removing all the contaminants. So the first step, which is the physical treatment, it removes all the big solids and like plastics. It's done through screening. After the screening, there's the sedimentation of grit material and suspended solids. And also there's the skimming of the floating material like oil and grease. So this is the first step, which we call primary treatment. And then the water will continue to the secondary treatment. It goes into aeration tanks, where the wastewater is exposed to air. So the bacteria, the microorganisms inside the tank will grow and will decompose the organic matter and all the contaminants and pollution in the wastewater. After this step, it will go to clarifier tanks. In the tanks, the sludge, which is the solid matter, will sediment at the bottom of the tank, and the clean water will continue to a tertiary treatment. In a tertiary treatment, we have filters that will remove the remaining suspended solids from the water. And after that, it goes to disinfection. The disinfection can be made by chlorination of the water or by UV disinfection. Like this, we will have a clean treated water that can be used for non-potable uses, like irrigation, or it can be treated through further treatment steps to be suitable for potable uses.
Interesting. It looks like a complex process.
It is, but actually when you learn about it and when you see it in the plant, it will be really easy to understand.
And I'm lucky enough because I saw
you
it.
You visited, yeah.
I visited your plant.
Yes.
Do you have any figures, especially from El Watba, because this is the wastewater treatment plant you manage, like any figures in terms of the quantity of water that comes in a day, how long the process takes to treat the water?
So Watba plant accommodate around 300,000 cubic meter per day. That is treated and then sent for irrigation of the green areas. In Watba, it takes around 12 hours to have the complete treatment. But actually, we cannot consider it as it will be the same as the out water, because it's a treatment where there is recirculation of the wastewater inside the tanks. So we can say that in Watba we have this tertiary treatment that will give us water suitable for non-potable uses.
Non-potable usage only?
Yes, because we have it as tertiary treatment. It depends on the standards that we are working on. So the water treated in Watba is under the standard of non-potable use, so only used for irrigation. And also a part of it is sent safely to the environment. So once we have a non-potable water, it can be or returned to the environment safely or reused in different activities like irrigation, or even in the process itself, we reuse this water.
Okay. So most of the water treated water that leave El Watba wastewater treatment plant is for irrigation?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Can you give us more information about the plant, the number of people, and what makes it unique?
Okay, so as we talked before about the treatment steps, in Watba we have a tertiary treatment process. As well, we have an advanced technology which is called the reverse osmosis. We use it to reduce the use of potable water. So the treated water coming from the treatment process is going into the reverse osmosis to make it suitable for potable use. We use it in the process itself. And we also have energy efficient technologies, like we are generating biogas from the digesters, and this biogas is used in the process also instead of the energy. So this is for the process. And for the team that is running Watba, we have in Watba around, or the total of Watba and Al Ain is around 60 employees with 10 nationalities. 80% of the team is working in operation and maintenance, and 20% are working in the other departments, supporting departments like HR, CMMS, procurement.
Nice. How long have you been in this job?
In Watba, I've been for 1 year, exactly 1 year until today. So
today?
Actually, at the end of this month, it's been for 1 year. And before, in this project, I worked for around 5 years in the wastewater treatment.
Solange, do you have a view on how broadly wastewater is used in the region? And do you have more examples to share with us?
So globally, the countries are seeing the recycling of wastewater as crucial for the solution of the scarcity in the region. So Veolia in the world treated in 2023 more than 7 billion cubic meter of wastewater. and in the Middle East, around 470 million cubic meter. Other than the plant in Abu Dhabi, Al Wathba, there's also the second plant in the same project in Al Ain. So the totality of the flow treated of both plants is around 430,000 cubic meter per day, and the population equivalent around 1.65 million. And all the water is going for irrigation or sent to the environment. There's the plant, Wingok plant in Namibia. It's the first plant that treat the domestic wastewater into drinking water. It's being operational for more than 50 years and operated by Veolia starting 2003. So it treats 21,000 cubic meter per day, equivalent for 400,000 inhabitants.
We can really do a lot
Yes.
on reuse water. So you said the example of Namibia, right? Using it, transforming it into potable water. Is it something that is happening in the region, the broad MENA region, or not yet?
Until now, no.
Yeah.
But hopefully it will soon.
Yeah.
So now we are only treating the water into non-potable uses, and some are treated for agriculture uses, but for drinking water, not yet.
But nothing is stopping us
Of course.
to go in
Yes.
that direction. Interesting. So now I wanna go into a little bit, some misconceptions we have around wastewater. So let me just read some of them to you, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
Things that I heard, things that people told me, around me, like about wastewater. So wastewater reuse is unsafe and unhygienic.
It's totally the opposite, because in each plant we have safety and standard regulations. So once the water is treated, it means it's under these requirements and it's safe to use. And after also the advanced technologies like reverse osmosis, disinfection, it can also be suitable for potable use like drinking water. So all the water is being tested, and it's ensured that it's safe and hygienic.
Yeah, I think people, forget that we have a lot of standards, rules and
Exactly,
regulations
yes.
around it. Interesting. The second one is treated wastewater tastes and smells bad.
Well, no, because the treatment process removes all the pollution and contaminants from the water, and it's also removing the odor. So once the water is treated, we can see that we cannot distinguish this water from the potable water, because in color, in taste, and in smell, it will be the same.
Another one. Wastewater reuse encourages pollution.
Oh, no. It's totally the opposite. Because when we are treating the wastewater, it means we are removing the pollution. So we are decreasing the amount of wastewater, the polluted wastewater, to be sent to the environment as it is. We are treating the wastewater, removing the contamination, and sending it safely to the environment. So it's not contaminated.
It's the total opposite.
Yeah.
Last one, interesting one. Wastewater reuse is not necessary if we have enough fresh water.
Well, okay, so not only treating or recycling the wastewater is for the only reason of the scarcity of resources. It's also to remove the pollution from the environment, to get a more sustainable solution and better future and preservation of this water resource.
Okay, amazing. What are the next steps for wastewater reuse in the Middle East?
Well, the UAE is investing in advanced technologies in wastewater recycling, like reverse osmosis, membrane bioreactors, new oxidation processes. And they set also a target for 2030 as part of their sustainability strategy to reach 100% of treated water to be reused.
Okay.
And also the UAE is working and investing a lot in public awareness. and also community engagement, because it's very important to inform everyone about the benefits of wastewater recycling and show them that the treated wastewater can be safe for potable and non-potable uses.
Do you think we need to do more awareness around that?
We are doing, and we will keep doing it.
We always end the podcast with the same question to our guests. What is the one action that we can take to turn the tide?
Well, the most impactful action we can take is to invest and adopt in water treatment technologies to reduce the reliance on potable water and to enhance the sustainability and ensure a better water future.
And as an individual, what we can do, Solange? What can we do?
We can at least reduce the usage of potable water and start to think of accepting the use of treated wastewater.
Amazing. Thanks a lot, Solange.
Thank you.
That was very, very insightful. Thanks for coming all the way from Abu Dhabi for recording the podcast.
Thank you, Nadine. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for tuning in until the end. I hope you enjoyed this conversation and learned a lot about wastewater and how we can reuse water. So don't forget to subscribe to Veolia Near and Middle East's YouTube channel and search for Veolia Middle East on your favorite podcast platform. And you can also follow us on all social media platforms. And stay tuned for our upcoming episode.